Hello and welcome to our special program Desert Storm. We're coming to you live from Dubai in what promises to be a very exciting encounter. I say exciting because as things stand right now, after India's loss to Pakistan, this match has suddenly become very, very important. In fact, it's a do or die for the Indian team because if they want to have India-Pakistan 3.0, they'd have to win this encounter and ensure that they go on to the finals. A loss here could be disastrous for the Indian team. That could mark the end of India's campaign at the Asia Cup. Unfortunately, the setup of this tournament, the format of this tournament is such that one loss after Afghanistan would put all the pressure on the Indian team. As I said, this has become a must-win game. And it is against two teams that have played against each other quite often, even in the recent past. And for Indian fans, the good news is that India hold the edge as far as the head-to-head is concerned. Overall, as well as what we've seen recently. So India definitely go into this particular match as the favorite, but let's just set up this encounter. Let's hear from the Sri Lankan captain, from the Indian camp, how will they be approaching this game. And later in the program, we'll also be joined by our two experts in Sunil Gavaskar and Harbhajan Singh.
It's a do or die situation for Team India. After the loss to Pakistan, India's task will not get any easier as they face Sri Lanka, who are peaking at the right time with wins against Bangladesh and Afghanistan.
See, when it comes to Asian cricket games, it's majorly India-Pakistan games everyone talks about. But we got a very good team, so which I believe that we can make it. So probably I don't mind about the big talks rather than playing our own the way we are playing.
In T20 eyes, India have an edge over Sri Lanka. At least that's what the record suggests. Rohit Sharma's team holds a 17-7 head-to-head record against Sri Lanka, including winning 7 out of the last 10 encounters. Heading into the clash, there are some positives in the Indian batting. KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma showed intent. Virat Kohli continuing his fine form against Pakistan, but India will be worried about how the lower middle order failed to get going. It was also the bowling which let India down. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Hardik Pandya and Yuzi Chahal all went at an economy rate of 10. Against Sri Lanka, India would be aiming to avoid a similar performance. Although no batter and bowler features in the list of top run getters or wicket takers, Sri Lanka have performed well as a unit. Kushal Mendes, Bhanuka Rajpaksa, Chamika Karunaratne have all performed well with the bat.
Our strategy always is the batting. So if a batsman will come very good, I think we got a better chance. And it's the key is the partnerships in the game. So if we can have that good partnerships on the top of the order, I think we are more in the game.
Heading into the match, the equation is simple. A loss potentially ends India's chances of making it to the final, and in the build-up for Mission T20 World Cup in Australia, that could be disastrous. Sports Bureau, India Today.
All right, Harbhajan Singh joins us live on the program. Harbhajan, you were here in Dubai and all the talk while you were here, while I've been here, has been around India and Pakistan. Who knew that this game would become even more important? Because even if you compare it to the India-Pakistan game, that wasn't a do-or-die game. That was only the first game of the Super 4. This is a do-or-die game. A very important day coming up for Indian cricket, you'd say?
Yes, it is a very, very important game, and of course, every Indian, they were talking about India-Pakistan game, and the final will be India-Pakistan. Now this is a new scenario. India, they have found themselves in, by losing against Pakistan the other night. I think this is kind of the most important game for India to win. If they don't win today, the road will become even more narrow for them, to get into the finals. So I think, they have to go out there and play their best cricket. And yes, we were wrong. We were not talking about Sri Lanka and Afghanistan. Yes, I spoke about Afghanistan, but not Sri Lanka. But I think somewhere cricket is a great leveler. It shows that nothing can be taken for granted, and in the end, it doesn't matter how big players you have, but you still have to go out there to win games against whoever you're playing against. You can't take anyone lightly. So here India is, trying to find the rhythm, trying to get that win under their belt, and so that hope that they can get into the next stage.
Right, Saibai also joined us. Saibai, would it be a fair assessment to say that between the two teams, India may be under a little more pressure considering they've lost their game? It's a do-or-die game for India, whereas for Sri Lanka, they won their first encounter.
Definitely, yes. I think because Sri Lanka have already won their first game, and so they'll be a lot more relaxed. They chased down a very, very tough target. It wasn't an easy target to chase against a good Afghanistan bowling attack. So yes, I think they'll be pretty buoyant with confidence. And in their matches, yes, India has a better record. When Sri Lanka were in India earlier in the year, despite scoring a lot of runs, India beat them quite comfortably. So India will have that confidence to when they get onto the field. But this is not going to be an easy game.
I'll tell you when. Wait, we're live. Okay, joining us live, I pulled this fan out because I saw plenty of blue jerseys, as you'd expect, because of Indian fans. I've also seen a little bit of, Sri Lankan fans coming over. But I see a Pakistani jersey. What are you doing here, mate?
I want to see India get eliminated today.
Ah, he's come to see India. But I thought you would want India to win so you can see a India-Pakistan final.
I don't really mind. Afghanistan, Sri Lanka. Pakistan's going to win anyways, so it's fine. Easy.
Okay, so you got... yeah, come here.
Why are you actually afraid of India?
Yeah, why
Pakistan,
are you afraid?
Pakistan actually did very well. Why are you afraid still? We need to watch an India-Pakistan match, so you should hope India to win this match, right?
Why would I be afraid? We just beat you like 2 days
that's
ago.
exactly
So then why not? He's asking why not hope for an India-Pakistan?
It's fine. Any team. Pakistan's winning.
Okay, no, that's good. But it's good to see we've got a Pakistani fan here. Yeah, go ahead.
Surya Kumar Yadav, man of the match. You heard it here first.
Okay, Surya Kumar, man of the match. Come here. What are you expecting for the game today?
I think Hardik Pandya, man of the match today.
Hardik Pandya. Okay, thank you so much. Enjoy the game. So we've heard from the fans. There are Indian fans, there are Sri Lankan fans. Also saw a lone Pakistani fan who's come to really support his team. But you've heard from these guys. They've picked Hardik Pandya as one contender to be man of the match. Surya Kumar Yadav, another contender. These two are going to be very crucial for India's chances going forward. Sunil Gavaskar Harbhajan Singh still with us. Saiba, I'll start with you on this one. Looking back at that last game, which didn't quite turn out the way that the Indian team would have wanted, what do you think are the lessons the Indian team can take from that Pakistan loss, rectify that so that their performance is much better in this crucial do-or-die encounter?
Well, I think it's mainly to do with the bowling because the batting was quite outstanding. The top three batsmen, the kind of batting we saw from them, the start that they gave was terrific. So I don't think batting is now going to be concerned, but it was the bowling because as you mentioned earlier on, 3 of our bowlers went for more than 10 runs and over. And now, if 3 bowlers go for more than 10 runs and over, you're straight away talking of, about 120 runs conceded by 3 of them. So clearly, I think that is an area that they need to look at where they might have, where they can improve on the lines and lengths that they bowled. I think that's the area. Otherwise, I don't think there's too much to worry about after one loss.
Harbhajan, as Sunny points out, that bowling probably was the weak area for India in that game versus Pakistan. How do you improve on that? Do you think now India would do better to go in with 6 bowlers, especially considering one of their 5 bowlers is an all-rounder in Hardik Pandya? And if you want 6 bowlers, what changes will you make to the 11 then?
No, I don't think they need to change anything in terms of bringing in another bowler. I think they need to take responsibilities on their shoulder and learn from the previous game where they have made mistakes. And of course, when you have 3 guys going for more than 10 runs in an over, you will find yourself on a losing side more often than winning. So what Sunny has said is correctly right. And what we need to do is going forward, I think Team India need to hold the right length. I think the length needs to be right. They need to show, where the boundary to be cut. They have given a lot of runs in the boundaries, and if they can try and take those wickets early in the inning, but at the same time not let the pressure go away from the opposition. You know, kept them under pressure. The other day, that middle order guy, left-hander guy came. He took the game away. You know, scoring 40 odd runs in just 20 overs. That's where you need to make sure that once you have 2 wickets, try and get another one. Don't get defensive and be attacking. You know, attack is the best sort of formula. You know, it has worked for Team India. So I think they need to be smart today with their line and length, and also they need to be attacking rather than being defensive and thinking that things will happen by just keeping them quiet. I think they need to go for the wickets. If they'll go for wickets, I think that's where Team India will be looking to improve their bowling unit's performance.
Final word to you, Sunny Bhai. Any changes for you in the 11?
We look to bring in Ravichandran Ashwin because Sri Lanka have got a couple of all-rounders, and maybe look to, you know, that will strengthen the bowling just that little bit. So maybe, and also as a batsman, you know what we've seen in the IPL, he batted really well in the IPL. A few opportunities that he got, so maybe he should come in. I know you're going to ask him who's place, possibly in place of Deepak Huda, and that's how you know we will be able to, you know, have a balanced team.
Right, Sunny Bhai. Thanks so much for your thoughts. Sunil Gavaskar pointing out that how you can strengthen your bowling. Bring in Ravichandran Ashwin. If you've carried him with the team here, maybe it is for days like these when the Sri Lankan batting have 3 very capable left-handers. Maybe the best time to bring in an off-spinner into the mix. Sunil Gavaskar Harbhajan Singh, thanks so much for joining us. We were coming to you live from Dubai ahead of that all-important game, India versus Sri Lanka. It's a do-or-die for India. They have to win the game tonight. But tell you what, we'll be back after the last ball is bowled. Don't forget to tune in to India Today right after the result. For the moment, Nikhil Nas signing off from Dubai. Bye-bye.